friends. This is Colleen.
This is Margaret.
And we're the Cousins Weird. Hi, we're back. It's the new year. Happy New Year.
Yay! And I haven't really spent a whole day home since before Christmas.
Well, it's a busy time of year. And last week we had like a Christmas hangover. And we couldn't, I was just like, Margaret, I can't this week. And she's like, yeah, me either. Let's just.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy.
Let's just wait. Because it was just a whirlwind.
It really was.
And tiring. And we traveled. Anyway, so we decided not to we took a week off. And it was good for our souls.
Yeah, we did 3 Christmases on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I did too.
Because we have littles and we do Christmas at home. Mm-hmm. And then we drive to my sister-in-law's and we do Christmas there with my husband's family. And then we go to my parents' house and we do Christmas with my family. And today we have Christmas with Colleen's family. And it's funny, when we were kids, because our moms, their parents passed
when they were young.
Yeah. And so they always would do Christmas together.
Yep.
So when we were little kids, I would have Christmas at home and then we would come to Aunt Donna's house, or Aunt Donna and Colleen, and then would come to our house. So,
right.
And there were times where I would fall asleep and have to spend the night.
Remember the time you guys got snowed here?
Yeah,
in here?
for a week.
It was the best thing ever.
It really was the best
We
thing
were
ever.
so happy. We're like, woo!
There was a rule. I was not allowed to ask to spend the night, so I would just hint.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to miss you so much tomorrow, Colleen. Or I'm so tired. I could just fall asleep right now.
And it was kind of not a lie, because Margaret could be mid-conversation and fall asleep, so she wasn't lying when she said she could fall asleep right now.
You know what's funny? I long for those days back. I am such a late sleeper now, and it was because of my mom.
It's because you're a mom. Yep,
I can't.
It does it.
I can't. If there's a light on,
yeah.
If there's some kind of noise, a fan is fine. But
I need white noise.
I can't go to sleep if the TV's on.
No, TVs
because
are hard.
I get distracted and I listen to it and I'm like, ooh, what's going on? I have to watch it. So if I'm sitting downstairs on the couch, I'll fall asleep 5 times during a show.
Right.
But
you can't in your bed.
I can't in my bed.
Yeah, I think that's a mom thing.
But my youngest is 5 and she'll sleep for 10 hours straight. And she is like a rock. She'll wet the bed and she won't wake up.
She won't even know she did it.
No. She was sick and threw up in the bed and fell back to sleep with puke on the bed next to her. Yeah. Our middle child woke up because she's like, Mommy, Ruby puked and I can smell it. I can't go to sleep because it smells like puke. I'm like, the kid literally threw up and then rolled over and went back to sleep. I'm like, man, I wish that I could sleep like that.
I know you could puke like that.
I totally could, yeah. Any car trip still. I get car sick, it's terrible.
Margaret used to get car sick.
And ride sick. Colleen's like, oh my God, you gotta go on this ride and you're too scared to be sick. Yeah, okay, Colleen.
Margaret's puking at you.
Yes. We get off the ride, I take 5 steps and vomit right on the ground. Thanks, Colleen.
But the thing is, she believed me every time.
Every
time! Every rides anyway.
And it's like the seahorse kinds. Like the ones that go back and forth. They're like a big swing. I couldn't even swing on a swing set as a kid because I would get sick. That's how bad it was.
But every time she still would get on the ride with me.
Damn right. And I would get sick every damn time.
I remember we were leaving the fair in your mom's car. And it was after dating. You opened the door and it was we're trying to get out, and
it was delayed that time. I held it back for
and then she opened the car door and went.
we were just left.
Yeah,
we were right at the gate, and I opened the door and vomited out the door onto
the door,
the road, and then shut the door and went on.
Oh man, those were the good days.
Yes. On a side note, okay, my sister Renee was talking. We were talking about underwear, and now that I've always been a granny panty kind of girl. I want underwear that are comfortable. I don't care what they look like. I just don't want them to climb up my butt cheeks.
Yeah, I want to not have to worry about
I don't want
them falling down.
Right, I don't want them to cut into my waist. I don't want
to
them
sit
riding
in a
up
high
my butt.
spot.
I don't want them to sag. I want them to fit. And be comfortable. And
yes.
I'm on the search, because it used to be Fruit of the Loom. And, no, Hanes Her Way. Fruit of the Loom I hate. No.
I hate
Hanes
the
Her
bands.
Way certain styles, like the wide lace band ones, are comfortable, but the little skinny elastic ones
skinny
are so
elastic band.
uncomfortable. And
they should be illegal to have in underwear.
My sister Renee said, "Oh my God, Margaret, I bought these underwear on Amazon, and they're the best underwear ever." And she's talking about them. She's like, "They're on sale right now." So I'm like, "All right."
I'll be the judge of that.
It's 5. They're on sale. 5 pair. They're all cotton for $20. Okay. And I'm like, it's a little more expensive than what I would normally buy.
But if they look nice, then
they look like they have a nice wide band that's the same material as the underwear.
That's what I want.
Yes. And like they're all cotton. They're stretchy. They almost have seams that look almost like men's underwear.
Okay.
Holy crap! These are the best underwear I have.
What are they called?
They're Pokarla is the name,
Pokarla?
And it's with a K. Pokarla. Seriously, the most comfortable undies I have ever worn.
I mean, I'm all about
and they're not.
Listen, my husband.
They are not panties. They are underwear.
And here's the thing, like even before, like when I first met my husband, I mean, I was in my 30s when we got, when we met. I wasn't wearing sexy underwear.
I
never have worn sexy.
Nope.
I work underwear for comfort. I don't care if you don't like that my underwear is not sexy. I'm not about that.
Even sexy underwear, they're not on for long.
No, and if you're going to do that, you're going to put them on for... Oh, great. Max is in here. You're only putting them on for a short period of time. You're not wearing them for the whole day. So, there we go.
It's true. But yes, these underwear are amazing, and I want to get sponsored by this company so I can get a discount. Because I don't think I will ever wear any other underwear ever again.
I'm going to have to get some.
They're amazing. I've been holding it in all day, Colleen, because these I got to talk to Colleen about this underwear, and wait. Talk about underwear on the podcast.
Yes, underwear is important.
Seriously, girls, I'm a big girl. I got a big butt. I got a big belly.
It covers everything.
And it's like, they're like technically high cut. They're not high cut. They're high waist.
I like a high waist.
They are so comfortable. They don't
roll.
They don't
roll.
Rolling. They don't. You put them on and they just
stay there. You don't have to think about them.
They don't.
That's what I need.
Wedge ya.
And one of my aunts told my mom to tell me to get this certain bra. And I don't know what it's called, and I have to try that out too. A new bra that helped her neck and shoulder pain. Because when you got big
girls.
Bazooms.
Yeah, and I don't...
I can't remember what she said it was, but I had to try those out too.
I'm a D cup. I've always been on the larger side. I will not wear underwear. Nope, I'm wearing a sports bra that has like 15 hooks up the front, and I'm good. And it's like soft and comfortable and not the best support, but I don't care because it's like I'm not wearing a bra.
I like underwire, but I'm a triple D.
Yeah, you kind of need that.
I need the extra support. After I had my son, I was a C in high school. Senior year, I became a D. Double D in college. After my son, I was triple.
I think it was after I breastfed 3 children, and they're not the same. They're not. They take up the same amount of surface area. They're just
different place.
The density is not like what it was. So I'm like, why wear something that makes them look nice and firm when they're not?
Yeah.
They're not even.
Well, mine just I don't know if it's because I wore an underwire my whole life. It doesn't bother me, but I'm like, they can't grow any bigger. I should have reached a growth spurt. We're done. They're not getting bigger.
Mine are done.
Only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to have to go get them reduced.
Mine are just going to get lower. But I'm all about the comfort now.
Comfort.
But seriously, Amazon, Pokarla is the brand. They are fantastic. Go check them out. That's awesome. Thanks, Renee. Even though I know you don't listen to the podcast, but thanks anyway. Great recommendation.
And thanks for not listening to a podcast.
So, seriously, she was home for a whole week, and she told me about it, like, I don't know if it was Christmas Day or the day after Christmas. I'm like, I'm going on here and we're in these underwear. And they came, like, 2 days later, and I'm like, Renee, oh my God, these underwear are amazing. She's like, I told you.
So
sorry about the underwear tangent.
No, it's fine. I not to bring the mood down, but I'm, like, crushed about our Betty White passing away. It's just like our hero. And like so close to her 100th birthday. And like, yes, we're not surprised that Betty White passed away. She's an older woman, but it's still horror. Like, I cried.
So did I.
I just love her. She's like one of my favorite people that ever lived. She's one of the most precious things on earth. We still got Dolly Parton, thank goodness, because
Martin Short.
Oh, we have some national treasures, and I hold them dearly to my heart. And Betty White was a big one.
She was like
the biggest.
I know. I still can't believe it.
Like, she was like another grandma for me. Like, I don't know why. I just felt like that about her.
A lot of it is because we watch so much Golden Girls. And her character on there was just like the sweetest,
like, I'm getting teary just thinking about her. I can't. Okay. But anyway, I just wanted to, like, just say, you know, Betty, thank you for everything you did for us.
Thank you for all the swears.
You're just like you're
strong
inspiration.
Woman. Yeah.
Right?
So
it's just, you know,
for being the coolest old lady out there.
Yeah.
She was a cool broad.
Cool lady her whole life. Like, just showing that you can be sweet and funny and kind, but also have a really good sense of humor and,
not take shit from anybody.
Not take shit from anybody. And that's what we all should strive for.
Yeah, for sure.
What would Betty do?
Yeah. We need to, what would Betty White do?
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that before we went into our podcast, because I got a good one today. This is really exciting. Okay.
She went in deep. She had 2 weeks.
I did. I went in deep. So a friend of mine, her name is Mary Waldruff. She and her husband go on these like little getaways all the time. And they went, and she really loves supernatural stuff and like hauntings and things like that. So they'll go stay in like haunted bed and breakfasts and stuff just so she could see if.
Hi, Mary, if you're listening.
I know. Mary, she says she likes our podcast, so
Yay!
She does listen.
This is a test.
Yeah, this is a test, Mary. If you don't say hi back to me. No, I'm just kidding. So she was telling me about her when I had COVID, she messaged me like, oh, I heard you have COVID. I'm so sorry. And she had gotten sick right at the same time too, but she said she just came back from Vermont because she stayed at this haunted bed and breakfast. Can't remember what one she said it was. And she sent me some pictures. There's a place called Emily's Bridge that's supposed to be haunted. She found it's like a covered bridge there. And then there was a thing she didn't get to see and she wanted, and she passed the cemetery and she was telling me about this monument in the cemetery. It's called the Black Agnus. And I was like, I've never heard of the Black Agnus. Like, what is that?
This is in Vermont?
This is in Vermont.
That's a drive. It's like you could drive there in a day.
Not far, yeah.
Not far.
So the Black Agnus is located in the Green Mountain Cemetery in Montpelier, Vermont. So she was saying to me, like, you want to, like, this is right up your alley, Colleen. You look her up. She made me look her up right at the second she was telling me about it. And, I was like, oh my goodness. So the legend says, according to legend, anyone that lays in the stony arms at midnight of a full moon will die within 7 days, taking 7 friends with them.
Whoa.
So, that's when she told me that you can't lay in, she said you can't get on Black Agnes's lap or you'll die, is basically what she said. She goes, and her husband, she goes, I want to go there. And he's like, no one's getting on Black Agnes's lap. But, so she told me about it. So I like deep dived. When she said it, she's like, look it up. It's right up your alley. And she has all these other ideas. Like, she's seen a lot of cool stuff and been in a lot of places. So she's been telling me about things she's seen. And I'm like, this one is right up my alley. So I was really excited about it. So the cool thing about it, this goes so much deeper than just the cemetery and the monument. This goes so much deeper. Okay, so It was really cool. So so I looked up and I was trying to find things online about it, and I found there's a book called Wicked Vermont by Thea Lewis, and she writes about there's actually a ton of wicked different places. Like there's Wicked Northern New York, which I totally have saved in my Kindle as something to read because I have to read that. Anyway, it talked about different legends and different things that happened in Vermont. So in Black Agnus is in there. And she talks about the statue and the story behind it. And this is where I kind of got like shot me off into different directions with this. The statue sits upon the grave of John Hubbard. John Hubbard is probably one of the most disliked men in Montpelier. Vermont. When he was younger, he liked his money to come easy rather than honestly, so he tried to get rich quick, didn't care how he got the money. He wasn't really probably the nicest guy to begin with.
Sounds like a Scrooge type guy.
Yeah, he just wanted money. He would probably steal it if he could get his hands on it. So his Aunt Franny Kellogg married into the wealthy Kellogg family. Yeah, it's coming from upstairs. Okay. Sorry, there's a little drip down here. Margaret noticed.
Do we need to be catching that?
My dad wasn't concerned about it, so I don't know. It's hitting the stone, so. Okay, so we had to stop for a second and catch a drip. So we're good now. Okay, so I said he wasn't very John Hubbard wasn't very popular.